My history is every day. Like, I strive to make history every day. I want to defy the odds. I want to do things differently. And as an educator, I look to myself and others around me to do that for the students coming up. When I went to high school, I went to Lincoln High School, the teachers and staff there wrapped their arms around us as if we were their own students, and their own children. I want to be like that. My name is Tamara Muhammad. I am the proud principal at Bell Middle School. When I think of someone who gives me inspiration, Kamala Harris is one, simply because the glass ceilings that she's been able to shatter. There's a picture that was captured during one of the events that she was at, where it shows her niece in the camera line, and it shows just the little girl and then her. That's how I look at myself, like I'm looking up to her to see what moves I need to make to shatter glass ceilings. One of the things I want to incorporate this year is a poster contest, kind of easing students into things with prizes. So, because if I can get them to start researching people and learning about new people, and actually gave them a bank of people they can choose from that are not always the regular people that we learn about, just so that they can learn about some new people and see what's going on and realize the greatness that's within the African American community. Going to the World Beat Center is a huge one for me. I learned so much going there. We actually took a group of children this summer over there to learn African drumming and dancing that they had never experienced before. But just going for the stories. The person who runs it, Dr. Makeda Dreg, she shares a lot of oratorical stories and histories, and sometimes it's just sitting in there in her presence and you learn so much. That place and she is one of the resources that I would suggest to families because it's right there in Balboa Park. I had the privilege and pleasure to take a trip over to Ghana last year. I recommend that for everybody. I know it's expensive, but if you can get there, hearing history from their point of view and hearing about the slave trade from their point of view was eye-opening, because we're always focused on the trauma that happened to us, and we were never taught the trauma that happened to the families whose families were torn apart, and what happened to the country once the colonization happened. We weren't taught that. So to walk the same pathways that my ancestors walked I can't even describe what that feeling was like. If, as an African American person, any person, but definitely as an African American person, if you ever get the chance to go to Ghana and do that immersive trip. I visited 3 different cities. It was just awesome and very eye-opening, and something that as a mom and grandma, I would love to take my family back with me and say, let's go check this out. I do want them to see me as a model of who they can be or what types of things they can attain. I do ask them often, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And of course I still get, because we're in middle school, the NFL stars, the NBA stars, everyone wants to be that, and I get it. And then I follow up with, okay, and if you break your leg, what's plan B? And they have to think for a moment. And then that's when they start thinking about a career choice beyond their sports aspirations. But you're going to college for an actual career. Use your sports to get there, or use whatever your talent is to get there and have them pay for it even. But when you're there, what is the study that you're going to do? Because once that career is over, you can't just sit at home. So what are you going to do? And so those are the types of conversations that I use my positionality to share with the students, that you can be whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be. You can have dreams, and you have to have plan B to dreams.